Are you still letting a myth stop you from getting the coverage that you and your family need? Well, today I am going to burst a bubble in three of the top lies that people use that hold them back from getting the insurance coverage that they need. Myth number one, it's too expensive. Is it really? You see, when I used to drink coffee on a daily basis, I'd spend about $3 on average. And I would do that 5 days a week for a full month. So if you do the math on that, it's about an average of $3 a day. That's $15 a week. Sum that up in 4 weeks, that's about $60. Now, the reality is for a 30-year-old, a healthy 30-year-old, they can possibly get a $200,000 or more policy per month for about $30. So for what I was spending on coffee, I'm sure some of you out there are doing the same thing and probably spend a little bit more on lunch and breakfast and little habits that you may have. You don't realize that you're paying multiple policies with just everyday things that you like to enjoy. So think about that. Do the math and understand, really, is it too expensive? Myth number two, I only need life insurance once I have children. Well, think about your current situation. If you don't have children at the present moment, is it really the smartest thing to wait until you have children? What year is that going to be? How many years is it going to take before that happens? If you have a spouse right now, or even if you're single, get it now, because insurance is based on how young you are and how healthy you are, because that is going to determine what you're going to pay and if you're going to end up overpaying. So we always tell the young ones, think about your future right now, pay and lock it in, and so that it doesn't change for you. When you get a permanent policy, you can lock that permanent policy in and never see the rate fluctuate on you. You can get a term policy, which is always the cheaper option, but it does have an expiration date on it. You want to get those things locked in now. And if you decide to increase that, some permanent policies you can make changes to, then you do that later. But lock it in now, because God forbid something is going to happen where high blood pressure, diabetes, all these things that run in our families, those things, along with age, are going to hinder you, and they're going to make insurance costs be that much more. So do that now. Don't wait. And the last myth is, my policy through my job is enough. You see, the thing about that myth is that's not entirely true. Because yes, of course, group insurance, which is basically what many of us have had. I've had it and I've gotten it. I said, oh, it's $3 or $4 for a $50,000 life insurance policy. And that rate is what it is, because basically the more employees, the more the insurance providers can give a decent rate. But what happens when you get fired? What happens when you get laid off? That policy does not follow you wherever you go. If you go get a better paying job. Now, when you leave that job, you no longer have insurance coverage. So now you have spent all these years at this job paying for insurance coverage, and at whatever age you are at that time, that's what your rate is going to be based on. So you really did a disservice to yourself by not getting it at an early age with an outside provider. Because once you do, if you get an outside provider, that insurance goes and follows you everywhere. And that's the same thought with disability. Get outside disability and don't rely just on your current situation with your employer. Outside disability is something that all of us needs, because now that's a living policy. If something should happen to you and you can't work, you're sick, you're hurt. There's some policies where women may get pregnant and want to use disability. That's an income replacement policy. Get that policy and that coverage and let it travel wherever you go should you leave your company. So those are my three myths. Those are the things that we hear the most that are holding people back. Hopefully you're not allowing that to help to stop you from getting the coverage you need. But if you are, come talk to me. Come talk to TrueFi. Look at the link below that I posted there. You'll be able to get a free, no obligation quote on exactly what it really is for you and what it's going to cost you in your current situation to get your family covered. That's it for today. Of course, you can always look for more information and look for more video content to come to you. I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time.